What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and today we got a topic that we gonna tackle that's a little bit different than a lot of other topics because it's something fishy with this topic. And then this is another individual that's younger. A lot of people are always asking me about this because they see Oblock kind of trending right now. They always ask me about this name, Cheno. And it kind of get confusing with like Lil Durk manager, but this is another person, I guess, that's affiliate of Oblock, one of the younger members and shit like that who end up losing their life due to gun violence. And a lot of people always ask me to take Cheno to the board, so we're going to do that today. First off, I didn't have a lot of background on this guy, to be honest with you. The people who I talk to that kind of fill me in on this one, I'm not going to really speak on that too much because I had real close people to this situation inform me on certain things on this. I actually read the police reports. I got my hand on the police reports and I was able to sift through those and see that. I was able to listen to some police scanners of this killing. It's kind of sounding a little weird, a little shaky. So we're going to kind of take this whole situation to the board. I'm going to kind of explain to you and give you my opinions on what I feel happened with this situation. So today we're going to pretty much talk about Oblock Cheno. Okay? If I'm not mistaken, he lost his life at 18 years old. Very young. I hate doing the blogs with people who's this young. This street shit take him out young. You know what I'm saying? They say the good die young. So, I don't know if these niggas be good or they bad, but that's what they say, man. And it's a crazy situation. But I can tell you that he's from that area called Oblock, which we all know is treacherous. That neighborhood has a reputation for being street shit. He was affiliated with the Black Disciples from who I talked to. They tell me he was a BD. He was affiliated that. He was one of the younger members and shit like that. When you look on the internet, I noticed that their neighborhood was viral. Anybody from Oblock went live, that motherfucker was getting a lot of eyeballs watching that shit. Didn't matter who the fuck he was. People like that community. They know about, you know, the impoverishments, the street shit, and people relate to that shit for some strange reason. So that neighborhood went viral. I noticed that Cheno was involved in a lot of dissing. I'm not gonna lie. I seen them doing a lot of dissing and dissing people like that. It seemed like he was one of the young members who was in on that street shit like that, you know. Another thing that I noticed with this guy is that he was involved in a lot of internet wars. A lot of internet wars, I noticed that. So right off the bat, I instantly knew that this young man could be a target. It wasn't that hard for me to see. I instantly can tell that through how he was living that he might have been targeted, and eventually that could lead to something dangerous because when you get targeted, man, a motherfucker try to take you out this bitch. So I noticed that. What happened to him is a little difficult because it was hard searching for this, but eventually I bumped into somebody who showed me exactly what to look for, and I found the information. But I didn't have that much information, but it's things about his death that did alert me. So the police is claiming, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to get this mistaken, they're claiming that he was on 5700 block of South Union. Okay? I believe he was out there at 11:25 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. So he was out there in the morning time, like fresh out in the morning. Okay? This the thing that it confused me. I'm not sure if he was in a car, if he was outside, or whatever the fuck, but next thing you know, they blicked the motherfucking place up, right? He get hit multiple times, okay? He's hit multiple times. Now, I'm not sure if he was in a car, if he was outside, if he was on the block or on the porch, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he was shot and someone put him in a car and drove him to the hospital, okay? So we wasn't able to see exactly where the crime scene was at. I hope I spelled that right. My spelling a little off. But he was drove to the hospital where he was pronounced dead, okay? He was killed, okay? So he was drove there. So I couldn't find exactly where the shooting took place because somebody drove him there. it's something about this that concerns me. Now, I kind of thought that maybe he's from Oblock. You know, the Oblock be dissing people and, you know, acting like they be doing that all the time. Not saying they ain't. I'm just saying. So I kind of thought maybe some ops, Oblock, killed him. Which means some people from close to his neighborhood, you know, some people close. Now you can have ops anywhere, but more than likely, if you beefing with somebody on the everyday level, messing with their chick, hating on they drug spotter, hating on them, they got to be close by for you to feel that shit. So I didn't feel like that's what happened at first. At first I felt like that is what happened, but now I didn't get this because I looked at this. Now when I looked at it, I realized Cheno really lived in Gary, Indiana. Okay. That was his crib. Now remember, he was 18 years old, so moms are dead. His parents probably lived there. But he always came to Oblock. I guess that's where he used to live at, or that's where he hung out at. Okay? Cool. These are the two places where he be at. Okay? He was killed on 5700 of South Union, which is throwing me off because that is almost 3 miles away. Almost 3 miles away from Oblock, okay? So I'm wondering what in the fuck had him 3 miles away, okay? Now anything could have him 3 miles away. He could have been going to a restaurant, could have been going to a family member's crib, he could have been going somewhere, riding some pills, just sliding through, who knows? But the fact of the matter is he was killed like 3 miles away, 2-point-something miles. He was killed not exactly by Oblock where he be at, and far from Gary, Indiana, which leads to me to believe that he was killed because of something. Not on no ops. Maybe he had ops he didn't know. Ops he didn't know. You know, because you can get spotted anywhere. You know, maybe something happened. Maybe something happened. Maybe an argument, a beef. Maybe something happened where it was a killing. But if you ask me personally, that gang shit everywhere. He could have got spotted by the ops. You know, at the end of the day, if you ask me what happened to this brother, because he was killed, somebody dropped him off. You know, if you ask me what happened to Cheno is everybody know who's close to him. I'm pretty sure the story was told. You probably don't know because it's some street shit, and street shit don't belong on the internet. But I believe an altercation happened, okay? I believe an altercation happened. I'm not sure exactly what the altercation was, but it happened, and it resulted in a shooting, okay? And I believe this brother lost his life, okay? I believe an altercation happened. It resulted in a shooting. They street niggas, so of course they're not going to tell the police or whatever happened. You're just going to drop him off at the hospital. He ended up losing his life. I believe it was an altercation. It was a shooting, and I believe he was killed. And for some strange reason, I believe the ops are just taking credit, okay? I believe the ops are taking credit for this. Me personally, I don't think anybody close by to Oblock or anybody you see on the internet beefing with Oblock killed Cheno, in my opinion. I believe he was killed through some shit that ended up happening at the moment. I could be wrong now, so subscribe to my YouTube channel, though. It's the homie truth. Bleh, 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 bleh.